began to serve 45 warrants for arrest of street-level drug dealers within the county. We also had some help today, I was informed, from Harrisburg City and from Chambersburg State Police. They actually got involved in a bit of a chase with a guy Chambersburg did, and he abandoned his car and let it roll into another car and fled on foot and was ultimately apprehended. Last December 20th, in connection with the sentencing for drug delivery resulting in 3 deaths, we took that opportunity to stand before you, and many of the people with me today were here then, to update the public on the renewed commitment of our municipalities and municipal officials and police officials to fighting the scourge of illegal drugs, and in particular heroin and opioids within Cumberland County. At that time, efforts to impact street-level sales in Cumberland County were already underway. Since November 1st of 2016, members of the Drug Task Force have been hard at work. The arrests today represent examples of the dogged efforts of our full-time officers and ratify the commitment that our municipal officials have made. Today's arrests represent 88 drug purchases. They have resulted in the seizure of 116 grams of cocaine, 44 pounds of marijuana, 71 opiate-based pills, 2 grams of methamphetamine, and 3,461 bags of heroin weighing 9,105 grams with a street value of approximately $35,000. For reference, remember, a bag of heroin can be purchased for around $10, more or less. Also, when we had effective mandatory sentences in Pennsylvania, sale or delivery of 1 gram of heroin was enough to trigger a mandatory. And we're talking about 9,000 of those seized as part of this operation. This operation did not target users. Let me reiterate, this operation did not target users. We want users to get help. To the extent that any of the people arrested today are users who are dealing to support habits, and surely most of them will say they are, because in court, as Mr. Keating can tell you, most dealers come in and say they're dealing to support a habit. That's not always true. In fact, most of the time it's not true. And we spend a lot of time trying to figure out who are the users, who are the dealers, and who's making a profit off of this. We will identify the people who are dealing to support a habit and find resolutions to their cases that prioritize treatment. But for dealers, we want to lock them up, and we're going to continue to lock them up. Because one way that you can prevent them from dealing drugs is locking them up. We will continue to target larger scale dealers and those who sell to victims of overdoses. We've sentenced dozens of those cases to state prison. We have prosecuted as many or more drug delivery resulting in death cases in Cumberland County than anyone in the state. And we're going to continue to do that. Our ability to do that is further enhanced by the fact that we have these full-time officers working on the Drug Task Force who can get involved in those cases right away. Those cases aren't rocket science. We try to find out where the drugs came from that killed the person and try to buy drugs off of that person that sold them. We've had success doing that. Just as we do with the seizure of the proceeds of drug activity, I have tasked the Drug Task Force with disrupting the drug business in this county, making it as difficult as possible for the drug dealers. I want to thank all of you municipalities who provide support